Hola and welcome to episode 15 of Being Bielsa, where today we're going to be taking on Southampton and their parent club, Liverpool, in the Premier League. First match away from home at St Mary's and second match at home at Elland Road. We're 10th in the league, as you can see here, after 13 games. We have a game in hand today over most teams on 19 points, 5 wins, 4 draws, 4 defeats. It's a very solid start to our Premier League campaign. Obviously, in the last episode, we drew 2 games against Wolves and Watford, but since then we've beaten Crystal Palace 3-2 in the Carabao Cup. Really good comeback, actually, after being 2-0 down just after half-time. Bamford, Alioski and Solanke with a late goal to win us the game. We then drew 1-1 against Leicester City, not a bad result. Callas with a goal, Okazaki with the equaliser, and then a 1-1 draw against Man City. Very impressive result at home. Sai's actually opened the scoring for us. Sané scored in the 76th minute, but a really impressive point. And then even better, a 2-0 win against Arsenal away from home. Mustafi with an own goal and Snodgrass with an 82nd minute goal. They were much better, but we got the crucial goals and got the 3 points. But then a 2-0 defeat against Chelsea. Expected result, I suppose, after a very impressive draw against Man City and a win against Arsenal. This Chelsea were just a little bit too strong for us. It was only the first few minutes, though. Hazard scored after literally 20 seconds from kickoff. He then scored a penalty 4 minutes later. And we were very good after that. We were solid. We created a couple of chances. They just couldn't break us down. They didn't need to, I suppose. But yeah, it was just a terrible start, and after that, it could easily have been a draw if we hadn't conceded those early goals. So things overall, very positive after that very tricky spell of games. We've still got some difficult games coming up, obviously Southampton. Liverpool is very, very tough. But then after that, we've got some winnable matches. Firstly, we've got Brentford in the Carabao Cup quarter-finals. Hopefully we can get through to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, and I guess that will probably be the next episode if we do manage to get through that one. This is the team then I'm going with to take on Southampton. Local team to me. I live down in Hampshire in Eastleigh. I actually went to see Southampton versus Brighton the other day. I do like St Mary's, been there quite a few times. So yeah, looking forward to this matchup. I'm going with Raya in goal, Ayling, Jensen, Callas, Douglas, Phillips, Saiz, Click, Alioski, Bamford. So basically the team from last year plus Snodgrass on the right hand side. Just realised Berardi's injured, so going to throw Sam Byram onto the bench. We've got Peacock, Farrell, Byram, Fabio Belletti, Baker, Roberts and Solanke on the bench. Solanke, he hasn't impressed me, but Bamford hasn't either. Perhaps we need to try and find a striker in the January transfer window if I have some money to spend. But this first season is all about struggling through, trying to work with what we've got. Luckily, Saiz has been a goal scorer this season. Click's only got 3. Last year he was clinical, wasn't he? But it's all about Saiz this year, for whatever reason. Let's get on with this first match then. Those are the lineups. Southampton going with a 3-4-3 essentially. Bertrand and Cedric as the wing-backs. Gabbiadini up front. He's a good striker on the game. I don't think he's their first choice in real life these days. Let's go for that. Oh, that seems to have worked nicely. If you're still enjoying the series, it'd be much appreciated if you can hit that like button. I'm having a lot of fun. Obviously, this isn't a regular series every day. I don't quite have the time to do that at this present moment in time. But hopefully you appreciate all the videos coming out every couple of days with this series as Raya smashes that forwards. We do tend to go quite direct from the goalkeeper, and then I'm not entirely sure why. I probably should change that. I thought I told my goalkeeper to pass it out from the back, but we still tend to go quite long as that's headed into the path of Classy here. Romeo looking for Cedric, who's injured, but round the back, and instead of crossing it, which would have been sensible, he's gone for the shot at the near post and failed quite miserably. I'm actually going with the home tactic today because I'm not exactly impressed with my attempt at creating an away tactic. Here's Bamford into Click! Oh, what a miss. Last season, he'd have stuck those away. I'm not really sure what's wrong with him in front of goal this year. Only 3 goals. That was a glorious opportunity. Foster, they're playing it out from the back. That was an interesting ball, but it seems to have worked for them. Coming down the wing. Here's Romeo now. Into Buffal. Great player on the game. Uh-oh, here he comes. This is an easy chance for Gabbiadini. Gets it in at the second attempt. Raya with a really good first save. But we're 1-0 down and we're going to regret that miss from Click, aren't we? Maybe I'll go attacking rather than control. Perhaps I need to just go attacking away from home rather than trying to control the match. Quite the same. Forster out from the back again. Here's Bertrand. into Bafal, who created that first attempt. He'd be disappointed he couldn't get the assist because of the miss initially from Gabbiadini. Oh no, we've lost the ball. Gabbiadini, nope, Douglas, sensible play back to Raya, comes forward, knocks it long looking for Bamford. It's back to Alioski, he's tackled. And, good block by, was that Click? I don't know, but Snodgrass has found Bamford, back to Saiz. What a goal! He's just a machine at the moment. Great strike from Samu Saiz. Everything's going in for him. That's a great equaliser. Let's have a look at this. Great closing down initially. I think it was from Saiz. Yeah, number 8. Snodgrass came in. Adventurous ball looking for Bamford, who does well to knock it back to Saiz. He's hit it. I mean, with Foster maybe should have done a little bit better there. But I suppose it came at him. He was just surprised, I think, that Saiz took on the effort. See, that's what we should be doing. Maybe I need to alter the tactic slightly. You can download the tactic now. I'll put it in the description below. It's been quite popular on the Steam Workshop this week. Here's Alioski. Crossing it in. That's a poor ball, isn't it? But that's our style of play. Adventurous passes, I suppose. As Bafal, good save by Raya, catches it as well. Jansson's on a 6.2, not having the best game in the world. If you've missed it, and over the last few days, I have announced the new Regen Rovers badge. It is beautiful. Make sure you go and check out my content over the last few days. I do have a Discord channel as well for Regen Rovers. There's loads of things going on. Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter. I'm really trying to ramp it up and prepare for Football Manager 2019 as best as I can. But in the meantime, we're having a lot of fun on FM18 still with this Leeds United team. What shall I say? I'm going to go for that. I'm going to say to the defence, there's a lot more to come from them. They weren't particularly impressive, were they? Especially Janssen on a 6.1 for some reason. I might actually pull the defence back slightly. They're getting around the back a bit too easily. We'll go for just not such a high line, I suppose. I look really pale today. The lighting. I do need to sort out the lighting properly. That's something I need to buy something ahead of Regen Rovers series just to balance the lighting a bit better. Sometimes it is perfect. Other times it's just very bright. I look a bit grey or purple at times. Here's Alioski. Yes. What is that sort of ball? What are you doing there? Lamela into Vestergaard. Classy. Into Gabbiadini. Bafal's round the back. 2-1. Even me changing the defensive line hasn't worked there. Bafal destroyed us. Whipped through our defence. We just can't play away from home. Last season we didn't have any issues. At home or away we were wonderful. This year, I mean we did beat Arsenal to be fair, a couple games ago, but on the whole we've been very disappointing away from home. Free kick to Southampton. Lamela. They've got a really good team actually on paper. Bafal. Bertrand on the ball. Bertrand crosses it back. That's a goal and a half from Vestergaard. You can't do anything about those, can you? They've created chances. They've scored a fantastic goal there. They're just better than us. They're a better team. They've got better players. Their system's been better. What's going on? I haven't got any. Clicked on the wrong button, I think. Alioski's been poor. In fact, Click's been poor in the middle, but he's looking motivated. I might keep him on for that reason. I'm going to bring Byram on, actually. And Alioski's going to come off for Tyler Roberts. See if he can impress me. Going to be a loss today. Likely to be 2 losses. I can't see us beating Liverpool if we couldn't beat Southampton. Their tactic's good, I must say. Click, good defending. Sai's back to right. It's good to see Sai's get another goal though. We should stay up. It's not going to be an exceptional season, but does anyone expect that in the first season in the Premier League? Maybe you were thinking I'd be able to pull off a miracle because of my heroics in the first season. But we got to be realistic, haven't we? Maybe teams know how to play against this system a bit better in the Premier League compared to the Championship. Maybe you don't want to download my tactic anymore. It's obviously very effective in the Championship. As Bamford's through here. Bamford, that is awful. Why can't my strikers score? I'm going to bring him off. He's got the assist, but Solanke's going to come on for the last 15 minutes. I mean, if we'd scored that, we'd actually have a chance of getting a draw here. Here's Click. Into Solanke. Back to Tyler Roberts. That's a great goal. Great goal from Tyler Roberts. I know he scored a couple goals in real life for Leeds recently, but that's a beautiful finish. And there is actually a chance here. We know how to score goals, don't we? Defensively, we have been a little bit shoddy in the Premier League. But look at this. That's delightful. Do I go overload for the last 5 minutes? I'm tempted. I think I have to, really, just to see if we can get something from this game. We're going to go mixed passing and take more risks. Got to be done. Let's see if we can pull off a miraculous point after being definitely second best in this game. Don't think it's going to happen, though. 4 minutes of injury time. 3, 2, 1... No, 15 seconds to go. It's not going to give us another chance to get the equaliser. In the end, it doesn't look so bad, does it? 3-2. Tyler Roberts, 5 seconds to go. Solanke, someone have a shot. Just have a shot. What's he doing? He's just... Oh, it's the final whistle. But it did look like he ran away from the ball then. In the end, it was that bullet from Vestergaard that won it. And I assertively say, can't fault your effort. Let's go for that. The defence were poor. I'm tempted to cautiously say I'm disappointed with the defensive work. Douglas is switched off. It's motivated the rest of the defence. But yeah... We go into that Liverpool. This was the game I was thinking we could win today. So we might see 2 losses. To be fair, Southampton are third in the league. That is not a bad result. They're actually higher than Liverpool. Only 2 points. But they are third. They're having a good season. So I don't think we need to worry about that too much. We've picked up points against the sort of teams towards the bottom. We beat West Ham 6-2, of course. We beat... no, we lost against Fulham. Did we lose against Fulham? Yeah, we lost against Fulham, but they were doing very well at the time, but they've dropped off since then. Who have we picked? Well, we beat Arsenal here 5th. We got a draw against Man City. We're doing okay. Don't panic, guys. Some of you might be thinking, the wheels on the bus. They've come off. But I think overall, we're all right. We're all right. We're top 10 still, as it stands. Let's see who we've got in the third round of the FA. I'm just going to draw all teams. Who have we got? Oldham at home, so we should be going through to the 4th round. Cocky, I know, but we should be. It's time for the Liverpool match then. 10th against 7th. It's a Friday night match. Obviously, Liverpool are the favourites for this. Team-wise, I mean, do I go Solanke or Bamford? Oh, Solanke, ineligible, because he can't play against his parent club, of course. So we're going to have J. Roy Grott on the bench as an alternative striker. Berardi's going to come in for... Actually, no, we'll leave Byram on the bench. I think this team... I mean, the wingers, I just can't seem to get the best out of the wingers. But it was the same last year. The first half of the season, the wingers were poor. Second half of the season, they were brilliant and got so many assists. So we'll have to see if that happens again this year. But it does seem to be a repeat of last season, which is a bit strange, really. Tyler Roberts, he's just played in the under-23s. But I'm going to keep him on the bench anyway because of that goal. And also, if he's coming off for the last 20 minutes, 85% is fine. I've been listening to the Beatles a lot lately. The Link, Liverpool, of course. They've just been so... Penny Lane, what a song. It's been stuck in my head for about the last 48 hours, though. Just going round and round. I've pumped up the lads. Let's speak to Bamford. I need a goal from him. Oh, what did I say? I said I expect a good performance, but it seems to have worked. He's motivated, so we might see a goal from Bamford today, hopefully. They're playing Iogo Aspas. What are they doing? Where's Salah? They've got Mane still. Where's Firmino? What is this team? I mean, they've got Keita and Fabinho in midfield. They've got Alisson in goal. Have they sold? Oh, where am I going? I don't want to go to the under-20. I want to see, have they sold Salah? Firmino, 83 million to PSG. I think Salah must be injured or something. Where's Salah? There he is. Oh, he's injured. He's resting. He needs a rest. Interesting. Shaqiri's not registered for the Premier League. Nor is Moreno. They've just not bothered registering them. Interesting. I bet Aspas scores against me. He's actually a really good player on the game. They signed him for 35.5 million. He's 31 years old. But age is just a number, isn't it? I think we get too hung up on age in football. Like, people surprised that James Milner is still playing really well for Liverpool. I mean, why not? It seems to be like everyone thinks, oh, they're 30, suddenly they're crap. And it just makes no sense. That's actually when they're probably at their best, 30 years old, really. Look at Messi, for goodness sake. He's still the best player in the world, in my opinion. And he's, 30, 31 now? Here's Saiz into Bamford. Obviously, Messi's a completely different case. But there's loads of players that are very good in their 30s. We've had a good start to this game, firing in a free kick there, but Lozano, they've signed Lozano. He's a very good player. Fabinho. Back to Gea, who they've also signed. Here's Lozano again. This is nice play. Lallana obviously can pull the strings from attacking midfield. Here's Callas, though, intercepting. Jensen. Back to Raya. Knocks it long. Looking for Bamford. Can't win it, though. And now Lallana into the path of Aego Aspas to Lozano into the path of Lallana. Lallana has the shot just wide. It's since we changed to the sweeper keeper that the keeper kind of has a bit more freedom to play the passes. And that's what sweeper keepers do. People saying I should switch to sweeper keeper, but sweeper keepers have a lot more creative freedom. They won't just pass it short. They will go for long, adventurous balls because that's what sweeper keepers do. They're like playmakers, playmaking goalkeepers almost. Just think of Neuer, for example. Here's Lozano into Fabinho through to Lallana. Oh, that's a nice touch. Really nice touch. A good save, Raya, though, tipping it over the bar. Our little short Spaniard. Crossed in. Good header away by Callas. But Mane. Oh, great save. Really strong hands. Strong wrists. At the near post from Raya. But they're applying the pressure at the moment. Lozano. Back to the edge of the box for Mane. Mane, good boy, hit one of his own players, I think, and now I don't know what's happened. Offside. Let's just shout some encouragement. We're at home, so there's a possibility we can pick up some points here. Raya, knocking it long again. For Bamford. Bamford, good header into Saiz. Saiz, look at him go. He's still going. He's gone to the corner flag. Crosses it deep. It's off the crossbar. Oh no, Saiz is injured. Disaster. What is it? Oh, now we're going to have to bring him off. Baker's going to come up. Is that Baker? Oh, I've brought on the wrong player. Baker's going to come. It's a thigh injury, so we can't. Oh, no, Saiz. Pray for Saiz, guys. Pray for him. Ayling. Into Snodgrass. Back to Ayling. Come on. Let's do it for Saiz, lads. Baker's a good player, though. Here's Bamford to Click. No. Can't find Click. And Alisson knocks it long. Headed away. So he's a sweeper keeper as well who likes to play adventurous balls. Mane. Oh no, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Round the back. What is that? I don't understand these highlights sometimes. But I don't understand how that can be a thing. What even is that? Something you see in non-league. Not in the Premier. I mean, you occasionally see it, I guess. But it is quite common that a player will just do that. What a strike. That's from nothing as well. I said he'd score, didn't I? We've not really created anything. I suppose losing Saiz is a massive blow. Alisson knocks it long. Douglas does well to bring it down. Finds Janssen. Janssen into Ayling. Oh no! Oh good. Thank you. That would have been the worst goal ever if that had gone in. Raya. Looking for Bamford again. Can't win the header. Lozano into Aego Aspas. Through to Lallana, but Douglas. Oh dear, what was that? Reyes does well though. And now looks for Bamford again, who finds Click. Can't quite sneak it through to Bamford. Well, both teams are just pumping it here, aren't we? Aspas over the bar. Corner. This is an opportunity. Janssen. Straight at Alisson. It's back to Phillips. I don't know why Phillips is taking the corners. And now they're looking to break with 2 minutes of injury time. It's through to Mane. It's out wide to Lozano. It's crossed in. But good defending by Alioski. We're not out of this game at half time, are we? There's still an opportunity here. And we've been quite poor, though. Assertively, cautiously show me something else. That's fired them up. Cautiously works. I've decided that is a really good tone to use. I'm going to see what's up with Raya. Distribute quickly. Have I turned off shorter passing though? Maybe I need to get into. I used to have him playing it to the fullbacks and then I changed it. So I'm tempted to change it back to fullbacks. Let's go for that because he is hitting it a bit too long. I only changed it relatively well at the end of the championship season. But I do feel like because he's on the sweeper keeper attack role, he's looking for these balls, but he's always looking for Bamford, which annoys me. So I think I need to get him to play it to the fullbacks, and we'll play out from there. Let's see if that makes a difference going forwards. I might need to change the Steam upload as a result. Here's Fabinho to Keita. Good tackle by Baker into Bamford. Bamford, come on, play it out wide. Bamford. He's played it into Click instead. Click to Baker. He hit it with power just wide. That was a great counter though. It's encouraging. But encouraging is not good enough. We need to pick up points. Liverpool currently up to third in the table with this result. Is Fabinho out wide. Alexander-Arnold crosses it deep. Aspas, good defending. Snodgrass now, come on. Looking long for Bamford, who's done exceptionally well. Bamford! Oh, you've missed another one-on-one. Bamford, what is wrong with you? Lallana, he scored so many goals last year. It doesn't, just because it's the Premier League, it doesn't mean you just suddenly miss one-on-ones as Lozano puts it out of reach. It should have been 1-1, but it's 2-0 to Liverpool. Oh, we don't have Solanke, of course. I'm gonna throw J-Roy. Nah, I can't. He's a target man. Oh, Healing's having another poor game. Click's playing poorly. This is annoying. But I have to put it into perspective. This is Liverpool. This is no longer Rotherham or someone like that. No offense to Rotherham fans, but it's a much superior team with world-class players. We're expected to lose these with the players that we have. I've just been hoping the tactic does something good for us. But that is a dreadful corner from Phillips. That's not going to help our matters, is it? Callas into Snodgrass. Snodgrass to Phillips to Baker. Baker back to Janssen. This is nice play. This is how we used to play. Click. No, we're giving the ball away though. That's the problem with this style of play. You do give the ball away. Maybe this tactic... It's obviously very good in the Championship, as I've said, but it's not quite Premier League standard. It's enough to get us points, though, against the weaker teams, that's for sure. But against superior teams, if I had better players, then I think we'd be fine. But it's simply that the personnel just aren't quite good enough. I'm going to bring Phillips off for Balati. His corners have annoyed me. I think 3-0 to Liverpool would be a bit harsh on us. Here's Bamford running out wide. That's... Why did he play that ball? We're meant to be doing short passing. I know I've got it on being more expressive and stuff, but that's not a short pass. Lozano, what a miss. That was a 5th clear-cut chance for Liverpool. Maybe they do deserve to be more than 2 goals up. They've created 5 clear-cut chances to our 2. We've had more possession though. We generally have more possession. This has fallen down. Go back. Lallana around the back. Lozano 3-0. We've been ripped apart in the second half. It's not much fun losing, is it? I'm not used to it on this save, but we've been comprehensively beaten by this Liverpool team today. I was expecting this before I started to record this episode, but the first half was a little bit positive. Bamford should have made it 1-1. I don't know what to do because Bamford isn't scoring. Solanke isn't. I'm going to have to bring Solanke back into the team, aren't I? I am going to be quite harsh on them. I'm far from pleased with that. The performance is just poor. I change? We actually conceded 2 goals after I changed the instructions. Maybe I shouldn't. Perhaps we should pass it out to the centre backs. I used to pass it out to Phillips, who would drop back. I might go with that. I'm going to return to the approach where we pass it out to Phillips. Let's go with that. Maybe I just need to play regular goalkeeper as well, rather than sweep. I don't know. Playing around really, aren't I? Oh, we've got injuries as well. Oh, Douglas is suspended. Saiz is out for up to 2 weeks, basically. Could be worse, I suppose. But next up, we've got Brentford in the Carabao Cup. That should be a win. We've then got Swansea, who are, I think, at bottom of the table. So we have to win that as well. But I'm probably going to be showing, as long as we get through against Brentford, I'm probably going to show the Carabao Cup semi-final next. Yeah, Swansea are bottom. We have to beat them. These are the teams we need to beat, and we're coming up against some of those teams. So we need to beat Swansea. Where are Bournemouth? Bournemouth are just above us, perhaps a point against Bournemouth. Everton are in the relegation zone. We need to beat them. We already beat Newcastle this season. They're 11th. That is winnable. But Everton are 19th. Oldham, obviously. But then we've got some tough games. Spurs. We thrashed West Ham earlier in the season. We need to beat them again. Man United, that's going to be a loss probably. We're going to pick up enough points to stay up. It's just whether we pick up enough points to finish high in the mid-table position or sort of towards the relegation zone. We shall see. But thank you for watching today's episode. 2 losses, disappointing I know, but we're going to improve. I promise you that. Until next time, enjoy FM18, enjoy the rest of your day. See you very soon.